What's going on, everybody? Diala Ricks TV back with another video, and in today's video we'll be discussing a potential three-team trade between the Los Angeles Lakers, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Indiana Pacers. This article is per Inquisitor, and the headline reads: NBA rumors, Anthony Davis to the Grizzlies, Myles Turner and Dillon Brooks to the Lakers, and proposed three-way deal involving the Indiana Pacers. This article was written by JB Barullo, and he goes on to say, after years of rebuilding the roster, the Memphis Grizzlies have successfully turned themselves from one of the worst teams in the league into a legitimate playoff contender in the loaded Western Conference. The Grizzlies are currently competing in the postseason for the second consecutive year, where they eliminated the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round of the 2022 NBA playoffs. The Grizzlies may not be considered title favorites right now, but they aren't expected to stop from building a championship caliber roster around the face of the franchise, Ja Morant. It says Anthony Davis to the Grizzlies. If they fail to progress past the second round in the 2021-2022 in the NBA playoffs, the Grizzlies are expected to be more aggressive and adding more star power to their roster. He says, having a plethora of exciting trade assets, the Grizzlies will be in solid position to engage in a blockbuster deal this summer. One of the most intriguing trade targets for the Grizzlies is All-Star center Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. He says, proposed three-team trade. The Lakers may not have shown a strong indication that they plan to move Davis. Still, after they suffered a huge disappointment this season, there are growing speculations that they will discuss the idea of trading him this summer. In a recent article, James Piercy of NBA Analysis Network talked about a hypothetical three-team trade scenario that would enable the Grizzlies to acquire Davis from the Lakers. He says in the proposed three-way deal, the Grizzlies would get Anthony Davis, the Lakers will receive Myles Turner and Dillon Brooks, and the Pacers would obtain Steven Adams, DeAnthony Melton, and a 2023 and a 2024 first-round draft pick. So if you guys would like to read the full article, the link is in the description box. Now, honestly, I think that this trade isn't bad. However, I do think that this trade needs to be tweaked. I would much rather prefer the Lakers see if they can include Jaren Jackson in the package. That would be an even exchange to me, and just allow the Memphis Grizzlies to have Myles Turner instead. Myles Turner isn't a bad player. I think that he's a phenomenal defender and does a great job at protecting the rim, but I think that Jaren Jackson Jr. would be he'd be a much better fit alongside LeBron James. And I'm not sure if you all have been watching this incredible series between the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors, but bruh, it is must-watch TV, okay? It has the potential to be one of the best series in the history books, and Jaren Jackson is really showcasing his talent and his versatility in the playoffs. Correction, okay? The entire Memphis Grizzlies team has done a great job battling and showcasing how much they really love playing together and how much they love winning at a high level. Dillon Brooks is a really great three-point shooter, and he does a phenomenal job on defense as well, and he's just leaving his imprint and impact on the team in so many different ways. And if you notice, they ain't even bother mentioning Desmond Baines being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, because they remember when Desmond Baines bullied LeBron James and bumped his shoulder like they was in a prison line, okay? Like he was trying to straight punk this man, right? LeBron was like, now don't you dare talk to Art Thou LeBron James like that. Don't ever talk to LeBron James in that manner, okay? Because I'll make one call to Adam Silver and have you driving and working for Uber Eats, my boy. But anyway, the playoffs has been ultra competitive, okay? Far more intriguing and exciting to watch without LeBron James. I'm telling you, okay? Jaren Jackson puts me in mind of a young Chris Bosh, and if the Lakers were able to potentially add Bradley Beal, who is a top 3 shooting guard in the NBA, one of the best players in the league, who to me is top 3. You can even, I'll say top 2. Top 2, top 3, okay? There is no way that LeBron James, if he wants to win a 5th title, he needs to be all in on pushing for Bradley Beal. But before we cross that bridge, who in the world is the Lakers coach? We don't even have a coach. Bruh. The Lakers always have to make everything a soap opera, a reality TV show, okay? Just hire a coach, or just hire me as the coach. Just hire me as the coach so I can smack LeBron James right in the back of that patchy bald spotting head, okay? If I was the Lakers coach, LeBron James would be the only player on the team doing 600 suicides and sprints. He'll be the whipping boy to be an example of what happens when you miss clutch free throws, okay? When you on the sideline reading your stats, okay? When you're complaining, when you're flopping, etc., etc. Getting players traded. LeBron James will be the whipping boy. But I think that this trade just needs to be adjusted. It's a great trade. I think that once Anthony Davis escapes from LeBron James, part of me tells me that he won't get as injured as much, and maybe Anthony Davis can play more than 23 games next season. Maybe he'll get lucky enough and make it to 24 games, okay? 24 games at the max. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe.